Thank you. Le 12. 12, 11, 2017. London. Ok. Hop. Ok. Vous avez votre copie. Vous pouvez vous garder.
Thrust into the stomach.
Oh,
That's great. I see.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Gentlemen, just eyes to me.
If you just move.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
More than one. Normally, it's actually take like a month or something. C'est marrant comment le
Rugby in Africa.
It is.
So you know, we say always that rugby is education.
Quickly, the profile of rugby in Africa. So that was my last slide. I wanted to explain.
Let the people ask questions.
Sure.
And you answer almost like your team. Okay, you still have 2 slides?
There is different type of media, so we all know them. Websites, newspapers, radios and TV, mainly. Okay. There is another.
We can create and produce a specific video that will be distributed to the news.
A little bit this way. A little bit this way. And straight on. That's it. Okay, thank you.
Say all good stuff. Yeah. No worries. I'll be around.
We have ever seen a huge surge in terms of rugby popularity across Africa. In 2017, more than 22,000 schools were teaching rugby across the continent. And when you think that in a country like Madagascar, for instance, where rugby is actually the official national sport, well, I firmly believe rugby deserves to be promoted across Africa. I played rugby from age 8 to 18 in southwest of France. And truly I believe that of all team sports, rugby is the sport which allows children, young people and adults to really develop themselves. Not to mention rugby is accessible to everybody. For instance, in 2017, more than 20% of rugby players in Africa are women and girls. As the leading sponsor of Rugby Africa, we will devote all our efforts to bringing a new dimension to rugby in Africa. We will use our expertise to reach millions of potential fans. It's definitely the beginning of a wonderful adventure for both parties.
You know, the rugby, it's a strange history of rugby in Africa, because in reality the union started in Tunisia in 1987, in October 1987. And then there was no organization of the rugby worldwide. And the most African teams were affiliated to FIRA in Europe with the French. And you know, FIRA was the union who have made secession with the IRB at the time. And the French, they have developed that vehicle of rugby in Europe. Then all the teams were some in Europe, some in Africa, some in Asia, and we were playing games with the different European teams. And then, as you know, the rugby in reality started in 2002 when there was a big reform, and the reform was because of the introduction of the rugby, the willing of introduction of the rugby in the Olympics. So for that they need to have only one union, international union, and it was IRB, and all the union, like the European Union, like FIRA, they had to be a European. And then we create CAR, and then after Confederation Africa of Rugby, and then Rugby Afrique. And at the beginning it was only 6 unions starting and playing on regular basis. And then with the development, with in conjunction with the World Rugby and the World Cup as a vehicle also, we've tried to make as rugby can exist in Africa, in different unions. But it was not easy in the beginning. So now it's 38 unions. We have different type of competition. We have a different type of programs also, leading rugby for the people who are managing the rugby, referees, courses, coach, development for the kids with the getting to rugby, and different competition with 4 divisions, with 7 competition, with the women's competition and the age grade competition also. So it means something like 110 competition, games in 2017. I think since with the improvement that we have done since the years, different years, and you see there is 53 countries in Africa. From that 53 union in Africa, we have now 42 unions who are affiliated, and 28 are playing on a regular basis, and we are trying that the 10 other can come on board to also play and organize themselves, because they need to respect some criteria, mostly the governance. We want to go on sur le bon pied, how we say in English, on the right fit. You know, when you start with the governance, it's very important. You put the people to organize themselves in the right way. Uganda, in 2002, they were not playing at all. Doesn't exist. Kenya, small existing. Zimbabwe, they had a tradition. Namibia, but under South African, not directly Namibian. Lesotho now, Senegal, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Niger, Algeria, and I can give you a lot of examples. 2018 it will be for the Gold Cup, the qualification for the World Cup. 2019 in Japan with the 6 unions, so very important. We will have also the Youth Olympics qualification in Algiers in July. We will have the 7th tournament, the pre-qualification also on the 7th for the Olympics game in 2020 in Japan. So there is a lot of event in 2018. They bring their knowledge, their expertise, and I hope that it will be the story of something very exciting and something that can be done. It's a very experienced company, and I think they will bring us all their knowledge, and they will help us to be more successful in terms of marketing, in terms of communication.
Off the back of the line out and clinical from the Cranes. Now going wide, it's lateral with his numbers on the outside. The winger will get in for Kenya's 3rd try, his 2nd. It's the number 11 again for Kenya. Jacob Oji gets in for his brace in this first test match. Uganda with the opportunity, the outside ball, and they're over. What a try from Uganda. Broken play, Uganda are in the lead, and the crowd have gone crazy.
Good rumble for them. They just set up that drive. Zimbabwe didn't initially contest that and gave just that little bit of rumble to the Senegalese, and they picked up their penalty, but they look like they got good early momentum in this game.
And it's Sadio Traore who needs to go and play scrum off, and he decides to go himself. That's a terrific run by Traore. Goes to Greiling and to Chrisander Botha now, and he gets the ball away to the left-hand side. And a bit of confusion there between the referee and the assistant referee. And they'll have a quick chat, and he's happy that the try has been scored. But Uganda is still on the attack. They're up to go to the big Matthias Ochoa on this near side. And he gets the ball away to the...
Bit of space for Hilton Matariki. Does he have the pace? He goes inside. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. What a run from the little number 9. Bad defence from Namibia, and Zimbabwe bounce right back. Steal from Zimbabwe. Now an opportunity for the back line. Inside ball, but it's pace from the winger. The handoff is good. He's going to go all the way. Zimbabwe score.